So now we're going to talk a little bit about the roadmap. I know there's been a lot of questions around launch dates and how we're going to phase the product launch. So the intro to the sales economy, which was Q4 2022, which is already live. That's our pre-promotional phase. Q4 2022 is our early access pack sales. So that's already been live, and we've got some good traction over the last 3 weeks with establishing our core structure. And this is a part of this pre-promotional phase. Q1 2023, we will be going live with our online marketplace. And this is really the meta game behind the cosmetics that you see now in the pack. And then come Q2 2023 is the Star Horizon companion app launch. So this is where it all starts. This is where we're going global with this product, is to launch the companion app in Q2 2023, where you'll be able to create your avatar and engage in this immersive world and starting to trade and sell cosmetics right up until the game launches in its alpha state in Q3 2023. And this is unique because this is the first time we're going to give exclusive alpha access to the Star Horizon network. I know you're excited about that, Nick.
I'm very excited about that, and that just makes me beam with joy in terms of how we're going to be able to, promote this open world and what it means from a networking perspective in terms of how you're going to interact, how you're going to have this avatar personality interact with global networkers from around the world. And it really gives you a sense of self in this open universe. So very exciting from that perspective. Just to touch on some of those questions there whilst we're on this roadmap that I'm seeing, certainly in terms of this pre-promotional phase, we'll cover that in the marketing effort shortly, just how you're able to upgrade your packs, how you're able to access the various features from a back office perspective. So yeah, very, very exciting in terms of this roadmap. We're live in terms of our pre-promotional phase, and certainly the exciting bits are coming as we get closer to these launch dates of these new features, which is really incredible.
Great. And then in Q3 2023, we see the STARVARA closed beta and STARVARA open beta in Q4 2023. And then Q2 2024 is the STARVARA full launch. So this roadmap is set in stone, and we will meet these dates. So very exciting times ahead. And then we've just got two more points in the roadmap. The STARVARA console launches in Q3 2024, and eventually the STARVARA mobile launch at the end of Q4 2024. So this is the 12-month roadmap set in stone for the network. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hand over to Nick to run you through the promotional timetable over the next 3 months leading up to our app launch.
Wonderful. Thanks, Greg. Thank you very much for that. I'm just going to share my screen now, if I may. Everyone's sharing my screen? Wonderful. Thanks very much. Hey guys, thanks folks. Here's the Star Horizon business. Very excited to showcase the marketing effort, the content, everything that we're going to be doing from a marketing perspective, how we're going to support you on this journey, what it means in terms of the features that Greg's spoken about in terms of our roadmap. And really for us, it's firstly around train the trainers and supporting you as leaders, as networkers with our global webinars. So firstly, from our perspective, within the coming weeks, and I'll show you the exact roadmap shortly, it's really around providing from our side a platform from our perspective in terms of running a number of these webinars and really getting into the crux of what this business is about and what you need to be sharing in terms of the vision and really the roadmap in terms of the Star Horizon product offering, as well as the STARVARA roadmap and why it's important to do so. So very exciting from our perspective in terms of scheduled webinars that anyone from your network's able to join. And we're really going to be really helping you on this journey in terms of supporting that narrative. certainly for us, Greg, you and me are very excited about this. I know Rob's also excited. Dylan's excited about this. One of our first World Live events, and that's going to be happening come the 18th of February. I'm just putting that date out there. So we're committed. We're locked into this. And that's really going to be a showcase of everything that we've spoken about today and more in terms of what we're going to be offering you in a few slides to come. So very excited about these open world events. It's about recognition. It's about showcasing, the roadmap. It's about showcasing some exciting content that's going to come from both platforms. And really from this perspective, it's going to be a live experience where we're going to go into some of the exciting avatar creation features that are going to be coming in terms of the open world launch. I mean, I know Dom's just spoken about the infinite possibilities of how you can create your character. I know Rob's very excited to have a special buckle on his belt and the likes of all the various other aspects in terms of the customization opportunities. From our perspective, it's also further than just like these virtual events. What we're also going to be doing is a series of physical events in terms of not only physical events in the traditional sense that you folks are used to from a networking perspective, but really from a company perspective, having the ability to have these pop-up store experiences globally that really allow for, new prospects to be able to touch and feel and get really excited in terms of the visualization of what their persona could be. So this is a big factor for us in terms of how we're going to help you on this journey. And folks, it's really around ensuring that your then prospects attend these pop-up locations around the world, and we'll make that available to you in terms of where we're going to be at certain times in the coming months. And you're really allowing your prospects to be able to come and touch and feel the experience that you can now see from a digital point of view. And as I said, it's really going to be around showcasing to these individuals how they build their persona, how your digital look can be edited and, curated, and certainly in terms of what we've spoken about now, the cosmetic aspect to that. So let me touch on that for a moment in terms of how these virtual worlds are going to come together. I'm very excited to showcase to you just a teaser in terms of these various cosmetics. Dom's spoken about the rarity model. We've spoken about how these cosmetics in the pre-promotional phase are marketed within your pack sales. So for instance, on a $100 pack, there are a number of cosmetics based on Dom's rarity model mechanic that will allow for you to be able to access some of these items and then have the ability to trade them on our open marketplace. And certainly in terms of where we're going, it's around obviously customizing your look and making available for you to be able to sell these items within our open marketplace experience. I'm very excited to show you that it's not just in terms of what you're seeing in your back office. One of the big components for us in terms of the marketing is going to be around these leaderboards and the recognition, and not just so much around the earners in terms of the ability to you really aspire to earn, as some of our great leaders are currently doing in terms of this pre-promotional phase, but it's also in terms of other touch points that we're going to make available on these leaderboards. So this is going to be rolling out in the coming weeks, whereby you're able to then see not only the top earners within your network, but certainly in terms of how many people are networking and the top networkers that are not just going to be, earning, but also driving their network and their prospect lab. How's that going to culminate? Folks, I'm excited to announce today that yes, we have the power of 5 in terms of our compensation plan, but Alan, Sergey, and everyone else that's on this call, there are some other exciting features that we're adding to this. So these are physical items that we're making available. So as you're going to climb in ranks, what we're doing is we're adding to the compensation plan in terms of this pre-promotional phase, that if you're a trainee and you've just joined us, you're able to actually stand a chance to win a headset, which is really amazing. Beats by Dre headset. As you climb in the ranks to cadet, midshipman, sorry, I'm so excited, lieutenant and commander, you're going to have the ability to then stand a chance to win these physical items. So not only are you earning on the power of five on the compensation plan, but really giving you a sense of additional promotions over the next pre-promotional phase. So very excited to announce that today. What we've also then done, we've been really working behind the scenes and just to promote and help support you folks in terms of the networking layer from a corporate perspective. Very excited to announce that we've got a very strong, comprehensive influencer strategy that we're getting the top influencers from a gaming perspective, from a networking perspective, to really help us drive the narrative and create a lot of marketing effort in terms of the various social channels out there. So what does that really mean? It means that we're providing content in terms of the social media content. You'll notice from later this evening, tomorrow, you'll see all the social content start to come to the fore in terms of the various channels where we have our official channels on Facebook, Discord, Twitter, YouTube, and the like, and really providing you with all the digital assets in order for you to be able to promote the vision and where we see the future from STARVARA and Star Horizon's perspective. Further to that, giving you guys a teaser, folks, in terms of what Facebook's going to look like shortly in terms of the video content. Very proud to show you our Twitter example in terms of the content that we're going to be promoting, various items that Dom's shown you in terms of the scale of what we're offering from a loot box perspective. Number of content, video content from a social media point of view. This is real content. It's been created over the last couple of months and really gives you a feel from a 3D perspective in terms of what you can experience in terms of some of the STARVARA assets, which you have, as you've heard it here, folks, exclusive access to sell. But wait, I'm pleased to announce that we're also looking at a number of brand collaborations. We've been having these discussions for a number of months, and this is really going to give you folks the opportunity to, as I always say on these calls, own the golden poofer jacket that's brought to you by a well-known brand, and that hopefully going to have and create a lot of excitement. And we're doing brand collaborates the right way. So, you know, you're not able to buy power, but certainly from a cosmetic perspective, Dom, really going to set these networkers apart in terms of how they're going to be able to strut in the open world with these brand collaborations. So very exciting. Folks, this is our roadmap, and it's mirroring what Greg's spoken to you about in terms of our overall roadmap. And for me, it's really around the supporting content. It's about our webinar series, and we're going to make that available in terms of the timelines and when you guys can tune on and how you're able to then promote your prospects. It's a live event, folks. We've already set the date for that, 18th of February. And then it's further in terms of additional live events that we're going to have. It's the social media content that's rolling out, the brand collaborations, our leaderboard focus, which will allow for you to be able to earn from physical items, which is really exciting. And then further to that, it's around the loot box launch, and I'm going to go into quite an extensive timeline in a moment. It's really then obviously the home planet collaboration and then the full STARVARA launch, which Greg's already shown you in terms of that timeline. For me, it's around the hype in terms of the loot boxes. And what does this mean? It means that we've got a very strategically planned loot box drop. So Dom's already spoken in terms of how those dopamine hits from a gamer's perspective. And for us, it's really offering you a really comprehensive timeline so that you can get excitement prior to these loot box drops and really kind of drive your network in terms of the potential prospects you have and convert them into, you know, access pack sales. So from our perspective, it's really looking in terms of the first founder pack, and that's going to be available in sorry, I shouldn't have said January because that's already built into the packs, guys. So that's already built into the access packs. It's certainly in terms of the various other pack drops that we're making available, from node packs to the live event on the 18th of February. Geez, spelling, guys. Sorry about that, folks. Just a gremlin there crept in. launch packs, our live event packs on a global scale, and then these various other loot box packs. That's very exciting in terms of how they're dropping. You can guarantee the frequency, and then obviously the exclusive items that's going to be available. But folks, let me just have a breather for 1 second, because what I really want to show you today, and you heard it here, folks, and now I'll calm down and really show you what we're doing in terms of pre-promotional phase. Folks, we're offering everyone that has been part of this pre-promotional phase in terms of the launch for believing in us, one of 1,000 exclusive items that we're giving away to everybody. And make sure that you're actually part and parcel of the Star Horizon program, guys, because we're giving away a exclusive pilot helmet, the first addition to the Star Horizon network. Wow. So that's a thank you from us in terms of the belief that you have in us, in terms of the pre-promotional phase, and really excited. There's a rarity model that this is an uncommon item thanks to Dominique's team. It's an exclusive to the pilot class, so you're able to wear this actual helmet. Certainly can be used in all atmospheres. It's got a HUD display in terms of it detects enemies, and your oxygen, which is quite important in a space game, actually lasts twice as long. So there you have it, folks. An exciting roadmap from a marketing perspective. I can see Alan's eyes there are just like glowing in terms of this offering. And yeah, for everybody that's part and parcel of the pre-promotional sign up, we're going to be providing you with a free NFT as part of this promotion. So that's me, folks, in terms of the marketing strategy. I just want to end off that there is an earnings disclaimer as part of the Star Horizon program. We made that earnings disclaimer available to everyone. So, just take a moment to read it through in terms of our promotional material. And thank you very much for your time. From my perspective, I'm going to hand over back to Greg and the rest of the team.